Yo, what's up? Today we're gonna be watching He's White, He Deserves It by A Shoe on My Head. Or Shoe on Head. I think it's Shoe on Head. Yeah, it's Shoe on Head. Okay. Cool. Wait, should I re-record this? Nah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm not even a professional content react channel anyway, so fuck it'll be fine. Alright, let's begin. Her videos are always great. They're either funny or they give some really good context to so many damn things.
Wake up, maggot! It's time for your annual race war! Oh,
Man!
you didn't want to be in a race war? Well, too bad. You're in one. Your skin color is your uniform, soldier. Black people on this side, white people on this side, Italians.
Holy shit. Is this just segregation all over again? Wait, you mean to tell me we're back in segregated ways again? Oh man, does that mean some people are gonna have like, I don't know, like certain water fountains for only their kind, and then other kinds are gonna have water fountains for their kind, and does that mean some shops are meant for other people and some shops are meant for other people because we can't intermingle the different types of people? Because if we do that, that negates all the righteousness in the world and it harms the natural aesthetics of everyone around us. Because if so, that sounds boring as fuck. Who wants anything to be the natural, ecstatic, and right way? Fuck that. Fucking random bullshit go. I always say. Because fuck it, it'd be a little bit more hilarious.
We'll figure it out later. Attention! Which one of you lily lickers mixed the white Monster Energy with the Kool-Aid pineapples? How
What
many
the
times
fuck?
do I have to tell you? No mix.
Yo, why does this actually look good? Wait. Is this like an actual fucking... Is that a spaghetti sauce of pineapple? Or is that like an actual concoction she made? Personally, I would like to know what this is. I need to know what brand this is, because this actually looks pretty good. I ain't gonna lie to you. This looks pretty good, and what she said sound pretty good. A fucking mix of what?
Mix the white Monster Energy with the Kool-Aid pineapple.
Yeah, Wild Monster Energy with Kool-Aid pineapple. Honestly, I might want to give that a shot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of want to give that a shot. That sounds like it'd be a great fucking drink.
How many times do I have to tell you? No mixing. Now get suited up, soldier. You're heading into your first battle. The comment section of a Nick Fuentes Instagram reel. Godspeed.
Yes, ma'am. Can you be racist against white people? Of course you can.
I am your host, Shoe0nHead. You may know me as Timu Boxy, or perhaps the woman who footmogged Hassan Piker.
Hey, yo.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
I know a few of you have come here from that last video, so hello, new friends, and old friends, please say hello to the new friends. Do not scare them away.
Scare them away. We must run them off that high hill.
Carmelo Anthony trial. Now, for those of you who
Carmelo
are aware,
Anthony
for those
trial.
of you who have no idea what has been going on, don't worry about it, kid. No, but what happened was last year during a Texas high school track meet, Carmelo Anthony, a 19-year-old student, and Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old student, got into a heated dispute after Carmelo entered Austin's tent, which was like a rivalry school's tent. An argument followed, and then allegedly Carmelo said, "Touch me and see what happens," and so Austin shoved him, and Carmelo pulled a knife out, and yeah, Austin then passed away in his brother's arms. Court argued that that use of force with a knife was completely unjustified, that a single shove did not justify a deadly response. During the trial, jurors listened to witnesses' accounts of the events, reviewed video evidence, and after a few days, the jury found Carmelo Anthony guilty, and he was sentenced to 35 years in prison. And everyone accepted that outcome because they understand how the law works and they respect our justice system.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Dude shoved him. Then dude retaliated with a show of force to killing him with a knife, so yeah, so that's a fairly due justice, you know. Video evidence, eyewitnesses accounts said, yeah, he fucking stabbed dude and dude went straight to jail. Yeah, that makes sense. So, I don't see no real issue with that. I mean, a shove really isn't... I mean, okay, I guess if you're in the heat of the moment, a shove could feel like a form of aggression, and then you respond with a more aggressive form because we humans are monkeys, and if us monkeys don't get the upper hand in the situation, fuck you, I'm gonna do what I can to get the upper hand in a situation, which means I'm kill you. Because monkey. Oh wait, are people gonna take this the wrong way? I think people are gonna take this the wrong way. People are still gonna take this the wrong way. Because I said monkey so many times, people are gonna be like, oh my god, he's calling people monkeys! Like, yes, I am calling people monkeys. Hell, my favorite person of all time, Lord Frieza, has said it best. Hello, monkeys! Oh, shit. Wait, no, wrong thing to click. Ah!
Only good cracker is a dead cracker. Only good cracker is a dead cracker.
Oh, God. There we go.
I don't have an opinion here.
These kinds of face-to-face, emotion-rising, shouting matches really do no good.
In this video, we are going to discuss the insane reactions to the Carmelo Anthony trial, read some tweets.
I mean, yeah, like, yeah, the only way I can see this, the only real way I see it as why they're so emotional about it is because, fuck yeah, I can't see a valid reason why they would be so emotional about it. Well, then again, being a black guy myself, yeah, because if you were to see some shit like that, yeah, especially if it's a person you know too, yeah, that definitely changes a lot too. Because I mean, for people like us who have no real like connection to the person, we can see it in the due process of, hey, it's whatever. Well, not that it's whatever, but it's like, hey, yeah, dude did a bad thing in retaliation for something else that happened. All right, fine. He stabbed him. All right, yeah, let's give him these years in prison. It's understandable. But from a black's perspective, it's like, well, shit. If the shoe was on the other foot, would the white guy still get the same fucking amount of time? Or would it be different? Because there have been cases where, yeah, a white guy would have just gotten less time or no time at all. Which I honestly understand the viewpoint of a black person on that. Because it's like, okay, if typically, if things were known for having a total due process that favored everyone, which is the ideal, that the process ideals everyone. Wait, no, not the process ideals everyone. The process treats everyone equally, right? So it would make sense that it's like, okay, yeah, this is a perfectly fine known trial. Okay, that's understandable. But from a black's perspective of, we, in the past, there have been times where a white person has committed the same crime, or if not a different crime that's of the same, what is it? Same, not lethalness, but, I want to say same stature. Same stature would oftentimes either get a lesser sentence or wouldn't receive a sentence at all, and I can't bring them up right now because I can't remember them off the top of my head, but there have been cases like that. So, on the black perspective, I get it, because it's just like, alright, cool, you gave my man 35 years. Kind of fucked, but alright, whatever. But I'm wondering, if the shoe was on the other foot, would he get the same sentencing? Would he get the same trialing? Like, that's my question. Would he get the same trialing? Would he get the same amount of time put into be working in the jail if the white guy killed the black guy? It's a very, how do I put this? It's a very conflicting thing about it, because it's like, as much as we want to believe in the jujitsu process, I said jujitsu, didn't I? As much as we want to believe in the process has been known to fuck us over. And because of that, a lot of us don't trust the process. Myself included. Anyway, we should continue the video. My fault.
As well as debunk a bunch of misinformation because I am just tired of seeing the same ridiculous regurgitated talking points repeated ad nauseum by hundreds and thousands of people, just believing it as gospel.
Without it, I'm probably one of those people. No, I'm joking. I don't talk to
No,
people.
I am not kidding.
I'm talking about shit like
That is
that
how bad
on
it is
regular.
getting. Growing up, I was always told not to judge people based on their appearance. That it didn't matter what gender you were, what your sexuality was. Didn't matter if you were short or tall, or fat or thin. I was always told that skin color was not important, and it's not. But you know what is important? Your skin's health. So
Hey, I mean, yeah, that's true. That is true.
Henson Shaving.
Henson Shaving's crazy. Henson Shavings is crazy. Wait, why am I saying the name twice over and over again? I'm not even the one getting the fucking, what's it called? Damn, what is it called? Fuck. I'm not the one getting the sponsor. I'm not getting any money out of this. I should skip this, but I won't. Because I respect her hustle.
Shaving cream is actually doing to your skin. It's fluffy, it's airy, it looks like it's protecting your skin. But the main ingredient in most of these cans is actually propellant. That's what makes it foam up. But the foam is mostly just volume, not function.
So it's just
and
foam
the thing that
and volume. Anyway.
Little cool
Anyway.
itself.
As much as I respect the hustle, I gotta be an asshole. God, no one's gonna ever like me.
And use just men a great start or not.
They found him guilty
so fast right before Juneteenth. These folks playing in our faces.
It's a pretty simple fucking trial if you ask me. I mean, white dude shoved, black dude was like, "Hey yo, nah, cuz, stab your ass." Because again, monkey brain. A shove to a person in distress is the equivalent of, oh, I'm gonna take your life. So I'm gonna take your life instead. Because guess what? Us humans are all monkeys. Doesn't matter if we can speak to each other, make sense of what we're saying, and have a good way of talking to each other and being all dialect and due processy and all this other good financial bullshit and all this fucking, we're human beings with the same, this, that, and third. If you put all that aside, internally, we're all just monkeys who just want to live good lives and enjoy ourselves. Entertain ourselves with entertainment, such as drama, life, and drama, and sex. Especially sex. If you're a man, you especially want sex. Now let me stop. Alright, sorry.
Crime was not allowing himself to get beat down by a white man. Carmelo will get out of prison. That boy ain't getting out of the grave. If he kept his hands to himself, he'd still be enjoying his white prison. That boy
ain't getting out of the grave is crazy to say, though. But, like, I kinda do get it. I do get it. Oh, I do get it. Camilo will get out of prison. But that boy ain't getting out of the grave. I feel like, I'm a terrible person because I kinda, boy. I'm kind of enjoying that line a bit too much. It's funny. It's funny in certain contexts, but if you don't know the context, you're just like, that's so fucked up to say. It's so terrible. Who would ever say this about a person? Like, no one deserves to die by anyone's hands. Well, let me fucking tell you, we all die by some means. It's inevitable. Death is inevitable. Unless you're me, because I don't die. I just reincarnate. Now, let's stop. You already know, I'm a reincarnate. It's all good. I'll fucking truck coon out of nowhere is about to just smack me in my shit and just fucking bow. Like, oh shit. I woke up in another world. But unfortunately, I'm no longer me. I'm now some half-pint, twink fuckboy. I'm some now half-pint twink fuckboy in another world. In another world as a half-pint twink fuckboy. Where I get all the bitches. Oh. one's ever gonna find this video. It'd be
He
funny.
ain't getting out of the grave. If he kept his hands to
All
himself,
right, let's keep
he'd
going.
still be enjoying his white privilege today.
Hey!
Victims of racism. You can't be a victim of a system you created. Hey, 23-year.
Actually, you can be. You actually can be. Believe it or not, a system that they created can easily flip shit over on them as well. Because guess what? The only ones who actually benefit from the system is the ones who made it and are maintaining it. At least in my opinion. Like, seriously. The only ones who's benefiting from the system are the ones that are maintaining it and still creating and adding more things to it just to create a more stable situation for everyone to have equal rights. Sorry sorry, I'm doing a lot of air quotes in the air because I'm just I can't really put into words how I feel about some things and how I feel about other things because I don't know, it's just a lot of things I can agree with, a lot of things I can't agree with, a lot of things I'm just like, I kind of teeter on the edge of 6 and 7, 6, 7. Whoa. I'm gonna fucking kill myself after this. I mean, in game. I'm gonna end myself in game.
Old white guy who can't find a job and still lives with your parents. Did you know you created the entire system we're in right now, and therefore it's totally acceptable to hate you and be racist towards you? This is the same stupid shit they say to men, like, "Oh, you created the patriarchy." Like, who the fuck are you talking about?
Who the fuck created the
Joe Schmo working at
patriarchy?
the
I didn't create the patriarchy. Fuck. I can't English. I didn't create this bullshit. If I created this bullshit, best believe everything would be good in this world. Everybody be chill as fuck. Man, like, hey, yo, just look, all you gotta do, you go to work, you work for however many hours you gotta work for, you go back home. Guess what? You're back at home, you get to chill, get to do whatever you want. You want to smoke, you want to eat, you want to play games forever long you need to, and do all your other shit. Cool. As long as you ain't doing nothing that's fucking with anybody else, and you ain't fucking no one else. Well, I mean, okay, you can fuck, but you understand what I mean, I think you understand what I mean. Like, as long as you ain't fucking with no one else and trying to cause them harm, I say it's all good. You know, just chill. Like, straight up, just chill. Because if I created this fucking patriarchy, this fucking system, all I would say is, hey, just chill. Just straight up, just chill. If you think you about to hurt somebody, walk the fuck away. Go chill. If you hurt somebody, all right, cool. Understand? We gotta put in a little something to punish you for it because, hey, look, dog, the rules are real simple. Just chill. All right, don't do no bad shit. Don't try to fuck no one up. Don't try to like do some stupid shit. Just fucking chill. You know what? Everything be cool. You go to work, you go home, and repeat the process. We all chill. You go out, explore the world, take time off whenever the fuck you want, and you still get paid for it because fuck it, this is America. And yeah, I love going off my stupid little ramblings because no one's gonna be able to understand what the fuck I mean because again, there's stupid little ramblings where I'm just pausing like every. Has it been like every 2 minutes? No. I think it's been less than every 2 minutes. It's probably been like every 3 minutes, 55 minutes. I honestly can't remember. Shit, I really can't remember. I'm just rambling now. All right, let's watch.
The system isn't benefiting white people at all. It's not benefiting anyone except the rich and powerful. The racism equals prejudice plus power bullshit really one-shotted these people, huh? Only a black child can be minding their business, get ambushed, bullied, and pushed around and become the aggressor for protecting himself.
No. No, if anything, the situation seems like rival school guy entered into other rival school guy tent. Home dog was like, hey, yo, fuck you doing in here, cuz? You can't be in this bitch. Like, this is our hood, motherfucker. This is our hood. Get the fuck out. And home dog was like, nah, you know, white home dog was like, nah, dog, I can be here if I want. Man, fuck you. Y'all niggas ain't shit. Like, oh, All right, cool, whatever, man. All right, you know what? Just fucking leave, dog. Just fucking leave. No, fuck that. Shove. Oh, did this motherfucker just shove me? Oh, this motherfucker just shoved me. All right. All right, then let's show him what's up. Stab. Yeah. Legitimately, it's just like, yep, stab. Just fucking stab. But nah. Nah. In this scenario, he would be considered the aggressor because he openly pulled out a weapon. When it could have easily just been a fist fight, he pulled out a weapon and ended up killing the dude. So yeah. Although I just want to know, like, where exactly did he stab the guy at in order for the white guy to die? That's my question. Like, did he stab him in the gut? Did he stab him in like the chest cavity? Like, where exactly was the dude stabbed at that caused him to die so profusely? That caused him to die because I mean, it would have to be a major artery and excessive blood, coming out of. Well, then again, no, because it doesn't need to be excessive bleeding, does it? I mean, it could be a whole number of things that could cause someone to die. I mean, we're human beings. It's not that hard to kill a human being. Quite literally, everything kills us. Like, oh, hey, this sharp little object over here, if I, like, put it in the wrong area of my body, I'm more than likely dead. A fucking paper? Oh yeah, just ball that shit up and just shove it down someone's throat. They'll choke on it and probably not be able to breathe, and they'll die. Oh, this small little plastic model kit that you have? Yeah, someone could choke on it and die. What? Yeah. Oh, you know these small plastic forks that we use a lot? Yeah, you could choke on that and die. Uh, okay. What else can we just die to out of fucking nowhere? Oh yeah. We could die to the air. If you just fucking think about it, it's like, someone puts out a poisonous gas or poisonous substance in the air that happens to be airborne and wants to is probably pretty good at killing people. We could die from the air. Hell, COVID was a thing back in 2019. It was in the air. Guess what? You could fucking die from it. It'll probably kill you a lot slower than most other things, but I mean, you could fucking die from it. I mean, I'm just saying, like, everything in this world can kill us. It's a pretty easy thing to do. Killing another person isn't that hard because our skins are just soft and fleshy. And yeah, yeah. I'm just saying, it's pretty easy to kill someone without really trying to kill anyone. Oh yeah, we can't forget about blunt force damage too. If you receive enough hits to the head, you could either have a concussion or you could, die. Because that's a lot of fucking blunt force trauma just bang right into the head. And next thing you know, oh shit, something in my head just fucking rattles too damn hard and just lights out. Out like a light. Hey, like a light. Shit, I completely got off point from what you were saying, but yeah, no. In this situation, he may not initiated the aggression, but he became the aggressor by pulling out a more lethal means of force, which means he is the aggressor in this situation. Even though prior to his actions, white guy pushed black dude down. Black dude retaliated with knife, so yeah, they're both aggressors in this situation, in my opinion. But one had a less lethal force than the other one, so it can. So yeah, I can see why we would claim that the black guy is obviously the aggressor in the situation because if you have more lethal force, yes, you would be the more aggressive person because aggression is one of those things where you have to just understand that depending on who has the most lethal force could be considered the more aggressive party in the situation. I'm not sure if it's the same way with like guns and stuff because in a gun situation, I would imagine it's like okay, someone pulls out with a 45 millimeter, someone pulls out with a 9 millimeter, and they both shoot, and the 9mm happens to kill the person who's using the 45, would the 45 still be considered the aggressor in the situation? Because they have the larger caliber, or would it be the 9mm person because they're the one who managed to kill the person with the 45? But then, I mean, that doesn't pertain to anything about this conversation being said right now, but I'm just wondering, like, would that affect anything in the long run? That's just my question. Would that, like, would that affect anything? Because, I mean, in the case of, like, gun laws, I guess that would be, like, that's totally different from this situation we talked about, but I don't know, I'm just thinking, I'm just like, well, if someone was to claim to be the aggressor in a situation just because they had a more lethal means of harming someone and then potentially killing them, but if you were the person who had less harmful means and killed someone, would you then be still considered the aggressor? That's kind of my interested point on here. Is like who it's like who here can actually be considered the aggressor? Like, would it be the person who initiated the aggressional force first, that then got retaliated upon by the person who used a more lethal means of aggression? Like, yeah, that's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe there's some like perfectly legal explanation for it, and it's just more cut and dry than what I think it is. But I don't know. I always think there's nuances to everything, and that nothing's ever just a one and done. Anyway, I'm done with my rambling. We can continue back to the video. Fuck. My bad.
He was quite literally not minding his own business. He
I mean, yeah, he wasn't minding his own business.
And was asked to leave like a dozen times. Witnesses say he started escalating it into a fight and then stabbed someone in the fucking heart. That's not minding your business.
Wait, no. No, wait a minute. I'm wrong. I'm in the wrong. Hold up. Wait, no, I'm in the wrong. Hold on. No, wait. Fuck, I should probably redo this entire video now. Shit, because I'm in the wrong. So wait a minute. Okay, so the black guy was the one who went to the rival school tent. I thought it was the other way around, where I thought the white guy came to the other school's tent. So hold up, wait. So the black guy is the aggressor in the situation, because you openly went to another person's school's tent and they asked you to leave. Then you proceed to get shoved, and then you retaliate with the fucking stab. When I thought it was the white guy entering into the black guy's tent. That's interesting. Maybe my own personal biases got into this one. Yeah, my own personal bias definitely got into this one. But now that I know that the black guy entered into the white guy's tent, even though they asked you to leave, no. The black guy's definitely the aggressor in the situation. Because if that's the case, yeah, he definitely was the aggressor. He openly went into their tent. He's probably about to just chill and some shit. And then fucking stabbed fucking white dude who pushed him and killed him. Yeah, no. Honestly, the black guy's the aggressor in this situation. That's just cut and dry. Shit, the lack of information really just fucked me over right there. Damn. I really let my own personal bias aside, huh? I mean, I ain't gonna sit there and act like I'm some picture perfect fucking person anyway, so it's all good. I mean, you don't know a situation until you have enough information, until you get told everything, and yeah, I personally let a bias get aside of me, because again, I'm a black guy, and I like to care for my own brethren. As much as I don't like them motherfuckers sometimes. I mean, I do get it. You know, being a black guy. Shit can be against us a good couple of times. Hell, I've had experiences where shit's been against me. And thankfully, I was just proven to just, there was enough people, enough things being said that would just prove that, like, yo, you good. Like, you good. You ain't do shit. You fine, man. You fine. Like, all right, cool, thanks. Like, yeah, I admit, I let a personal bias get in the way of my judgment. I admit that. That's fair. That's honestly fair. That sounds fair. Because again, I just didn't have the information that, oh, the black guy was the one who went to the tent. I thought it was the white guy that went to the fucking tent. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, no. The black guy is the aggressor in this situation. Now that I know that the black guy was the one who went to the tent and then put out a means of lethal force, which, I mean, I already knew the black guy was the one who pulled out the means of lethal force. But I didn't realize that the fucking black guy was the one who went to their tent and then fucking. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that told me that. That's my own short sightedness.
He started escalating it into a fight and then stabbed someone in the fucking heart. That's not minding your business.
Wait, he stabbed him in the heart? Crazy.
Lawyer? Had to be the worst defense in history. Absolutely no reason Carmelo shouldn't have testified. We gotta do better with who we hire to represent us. Plenty of black lawyers in Texas. His family raised like $1 million on GoFundMe and then blew it all on a new house and a fucking Cadillac. So then they had to get a public defender. That baby was sentenced to 35 fucking Cadillacs.
Wow. They bought a fucking Cadillac in a new house. Even though their son was on trial for murder. God. God, I can't. I defend my own kind sometimes. It is. It really is. We do stupid shit. We do a lot of stupid shit. Like, imagine raising all that money where you could have probably bought a pretty good fucking lawyer. You know, a lawyer that can easily probably just be like, hey, listen up. We could get you out. We could get you either a couple of years. If not, you probably won't go to jail because we could probably claim some other bullshit. Because this is how we do law. We could claim some other bullshit to then claim another bullshit. So that way we could get you out of some shit. But nah, instead, the family sat there and was like, yo, listen up. Listen up. Listen up. Hey, son, I'm gonna need you to take this hit so I could go buy a new house and a new car, cuz. Yeah. Like, what? Yeah. Yeah, didn't you raise all this money so that way I can, have a good lawyer who could probably get me out of this shit? Yeah. Okay, cool. So what's the lawyer? Oh, well, you see, son, the money ran out fairly quickly. How? I bought a new house and a new car. You'll see it in the next 35 years or so, but, yeah. Yeah, all good. Yeah, what the fuck? What? I had the money, and I saw some shit I want, so I bought it. Is that stupid? Yes. Yes, it is. Should I have used it to get you a lawyer that could probably get you out of it, or have you spend less time in prison? Probably could have. Probably should have, honestly. But a new car and a new house, it kind of cool though, cuz I ain't gonna lie, kind of cool. So I'm just saying, man. All right, let's continue. Sorry.
Public defender. That baby was sentenced to 35 years. I love the community note.
I mean, he was sentenced to 35 years for committing an actual murder. Yeah, that's about right. That sounds about right. 35 years committing a murder, stabbing someone in the heart, causing them to profusely bleed out. Yeah, that's about right. I'd say that's an actual fair legal due process that everyone in that type of situation should be getting hit with, is about 35 years in prison. Makes sense. You actively killed someone, so you should serve the time. That I 100% believe in. Plus, there's enough eyewitness testimonies and everything. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, even being a black guy in that situation, it's like, yeah, no, that's fair. It's fair to say, like, yeah, this dude clearly did this action. Clearly hurt this dude and killed him, so he should serve the time. But again, if the shoe was on the other foot, would white boy serve the time too? Or would he not serve the time? That's my question. Because they'll be like, okay, well, if white boy did it, Would he serve the time? Would he do what he had to do? Like, or would he have a lawyer that could get him out for less time? That's kind of where That's kind of where I'm at with this. Is like, can would he have a lawyer that could get him to have less time or some shit? Like, I don't know. I don't know because I don't understand the law. I don't understand like the law all too much. Like, I know my like first couple amendments and shit and some of those, but like I don't know everything that's in the law, and I don't know like every little loophole and every little like detailing and all that shit. I don't know all of that. That's something I definitely just don't know. Anyway, okay. I need to stop pausing the video and actively just watch. I just need to watch. I'm sorry.
That murderer was sentenced to 35 years. Black people, please carry more than a pocket knife. Get their asses before they can get you. What the hell do you mean, get their asses before they can get you? That's literally what Carmelo did. He got Austin's ass. He killed him. Why are they acting like Carmelo was the one who died? 35 years on your first offense is over sentencing. Yeah, there has to be a retrial.
No, it's a murder. It should be a pretty long sentencing, in my opinion. Because I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I see this as a fair, equal process. 35 years. 35 years in a prison. Okay, cool. Yeah, you murdered someone. You stabbed someone to death. Yeah. As long as like everyone would have every person that did that received the same kind of sentencing, I say that's perfectly fine. Perfectly understandable, perfectly fine. Yes, he did stab someone. He hurt someone. That should just be a given. Like 35 years. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good flat rate, I would say. 35 years of prison. It's a sentencing time. It gives you 35 years to think about, hey, you did this fucked up shit. And yeah, matter of fact, what do you even do for 35 years in prison? Like, I really just thought about that shit. Like, what would you even really do? Like, how is it that the system works? Like, you commit the murder. Okay, cool. You're sentenced to prison. Okay. But what do the motherfuckers do in prison? Like, do they actively think upon their actions? Do they get forced into like a labor camp and get paid not even minimum wage but below that? Or like what's the actual like prison system like? Like what's the actual fucking things for it? Now this got me wondering about that. Like what's the actual system doing to make people not want to do it again or commit these actions in the first place? Shit, I did say I was just gonna watch a video, didn't I? Yeah, I did say I was just gonna watch a video. I'm sorry. I'm a person who likes to take these situations and like try to think about it and try to add on to it and try to figure out some other kind of things for myself. Is it because I'm a black man? Fuck no. Is it because I'm just a curious, busy nose who likes this kind of thing and honestly wants to learn about more things like this and try to understand it so that way he could create his own kind of way of seeing life? Definitely. I don't want to just go with whatever the masses think is right, and I also don't want to go with whatever the individuals think is right. I want to kind of want to always just form my own opinion about things and take the things I may like from one thing, add it to another thing that I may like, and try to build something that could be equal standing and fairness. So that way it's not just, well, this is blatantly just this. AKA, fuck this. This is blatantly bad. It's like, okay, yeah. But like, what led up to this? Like, what is everything that makes this so bad in the first place? Like, but where does this all begin? Where does everything start at? Like, what is the groundwork here that made this into this? Again, I'm just but then again, I'm just a dumb busybody nobody, so Yeah, no. Everything I'm saying here is probably just straight up gibberish. It doesn't make any fucking sense to begin with.
This is blatant injustice.
God, it's
First
only been
offense.
7 minutes.
The
Fuck!
question is murder. Your Honor, it was only his first murder. 35 years ago, killing a Nazi got you a Purple Heart, but now that a German American is president, it gets you a life sentence.
Huh? Huh? Um, what? My, my guy, what? Okay, 35 years ago, killing a Nazi. Oh shit, can I not say that word? I don't think I can say that word here on YouTube. But anyway, no, she said it, so it's fine. I mean, yeah, because we were at war, and war is a totally different story because if you kill someone during war, it's perfectly legalized. Huh. Yeah, wars are just legalized murder fests. Oh, man. Yeah. Wars are just perfectly legal murders. Yeah. Yeah, you can kill people legally during wartime. But only if you're in the active battlefield and not, back in the US. Yeah. Or any other country for that matter. As long as you're on the active war front, then it's a perfectly legal thing to do. It's like the military. It's like typically killing is looked down upon by just about everyone around. But it's legal if you're in the military and you're fighting the enemies of the United States of America. Meaning we can't look down upon you because you're doing a great job for killing someone that was going to do harm to our country. So, yeah. Yeah, and in that retrospect, I mean, yeah, killing someone in a war is perfectly legal and perfectly fine. Because it's wartime. You're in a fight or flight instinct, and they could kill you any time and moment. You could kill someone else any time and moment. So yeah, it's perfectly legal. But the whole fucking German American is president thing. I don't even know if I don't know if he's of German descent. Is he? If he is, that'd be interesting to know. Not to say that him being German accounts for anything, but it's just like, huh, that'd be interesting. But I don't think he is. At least I don't. At least I don't have the information to know if he's actively on that retrospective scale of being German. I mean, potentially, like everyone's got a good couple of races in them. Like all of our bloods just intermingle at some point. Like just because you primarily see yourself as black doesn't mean you can't have a bit of white in you. Doesn't mean you can't have this race or that race inside of you. Like generally things fucking mix. And that everything is just one straight genetic line of perfectly this, perfectly that. Nah, sometimes it's a little of this, a little of that, and a little of that with this, and intermingling with that. That ends up fucking something else over and intermingles with that, which causes a genetic mutation. And that genetic mutation then creates a new species. Which hasn't happened for humanity because our genetic code doesn't fuck anything up unless you're fucking your family. Which then, yeah, that will create some genetic uniqueness because, you keep it in the family, as they say. Ah, shit. Sorry, I kept pausing.
No mercy. Now Austin Metcalf, a 17-year-old, is a Nazi because he was white. Also, 35 years ago. Does this dude think World War II was in 1991? Black
Yes.
Americans, arm yourselves. This country is officially a terrorist state of white supremacists.
Huh?
No reason to abide by or follow any more laws in this country. Law enforcement and these politicians are all terrorists.
Right. I said I wasn't gonna react anymore. But I kind of want to react to this comment though. Like, okay, so this entire country is officially a blank state. Okay, no. We still have people that care, good people that are just generally just trying to survive and do their own thing. So, right, no one here is of that nature. At least not right now. We may never know. Maybe in the future there might be some people who want to rise up to do some things. Hey, like I get it. This fucking world right now is pretty tough for us all. Law enforcement can sometimes have some things against us. That's true. That's true. Like law enforcement can sometimes have like certain things going on. It's been proven a good couple of times. It's also not like everyone's just on the fence on a lot of things. Like a lot of situations happen so fast that sometimes you just can't naturally react to it quick enough. Or sometimes you can't think of a better way to handle a situation that you're currently in other than your survival instinct or, what you've been trained to do. But what you've been trained to do could, in this scenario or circumstances, be a little different or just end up over a certain kind of line at the time in the moment. Like it's a weird legal thing, I would say. A lot of things here are like weird legal things. That's what I think it is. I think a lot of things are just weird legal things that just aren't just some simple case in point, but are oftentimes just legally this is wrong, or legally this happens to be a circumstance that went above what the necessary force was called for at the time in a moment. But that there's a lot of things. There's a lot of things that could go with anything really. Like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe like I said, I could just be a dumbass and just be entirely wrong. Which fair enough. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Like I'm only human. I'm not right all the damn time. I'm not sure as hell I'm wrong all the damn time. I just want to see things in a way that just makes me feel like it's a fair due process and not just oh hey, well this person clearly did a bad thing, meaning we gotta fucking kill them. Like we gotta get rid of them. It's just more like okay, well, could I get some substantial evidence of what they did? Can I get eyewitness testimonies? Can you tell me what's going on for the situation and why this may or may not be the things that happened? Because if so, cool by me. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking. It's like provide me with enough evidence, provide me with enough understanding of what the situation is. If I could get both accounts from both parties, that would be preferable. But if not possible, get an account from one party, get an account for other parties that may be around, and we just collectively decide, okay, enough people have said you have committed this action. Even you yourself are owning up to this action. Okay. You committed the crime. Cool. We'll send you away to the prison system for whatever the fuck the prison system do, because I doubt they sit there and make you rethink your actions. I doubt that. They're probably just using for cheap labor. But hey, you did your time. Do your time. Come back out. Just don't do the shit again. If you do the shit again, we'll have to double the sentencing or double the punishment until you fucking get it. Like that. That's what it is to me. And you might say, well, what if a person does it like 15 times? What then? At that point, I don't know what the fuck we do with this person. I don't know if we should just keep them in holding for the rest of their lives to make sure that they don't do anything bad again, or we just let them be. Like I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I really couldn't tell you, because it's like I clearly wouldn't want someone who's gonna keep committing these actions to constantly like keep being out and about and committing said actions. But I also wouldn't want to like take away the potential of them turning a new leaf. But if they like do it a good couple times, I also would say like, yeah, okay, that's fair to fair for us to actively try to be rid of them. Like I said, it's a very strenuous process where I don't think anyone fucking wins, no matter what side you're on. If you're on the red side or the blue side, the green side, the orange side, the fucking gray side, the world's like restarting side, like I don't think anybody fucking wins in any of these situations. I really don't. Because I sure as hell don't win in any of these situations.
Let it all fall. Time for judgment. Just as I suspected. Schizophrenia. I recommend logging the f off. Do these people just live in a completely different reality? A guy gets put in prison for murder, and they're like, wow, what's the point of even following the law anymore? Having a black son gotta be the tops of fears. I'm going insane. It was the white son that was murdered. Why are they acting like the black son was murdered? Why are you scared of having a black son in this context? Oh, I'm so scared my son will stab someone and go to jail one day. Like, what? What? It's only self-defense when a black kid dies. Literally multiple witnesses, including black witnesses, including Carmelo's own friend.
Sorry. That part was more of the it would be not self-defense. Like in the black guy's case, he's the aggressor in the situation. So no, it's not self-defense, it's active aggression against someone else. But in the white guy's case, it would be it couldn't, well, I don't know, because it wouldn't be self-defense, because he did actively agitate him first, shoved him down on the ground. Black dude didn't retaliate it with stab to the heart, which was uncalled for, because they asked him to leave. All bro had to do was just get up and fucking leave after getting shoved, but he didn't. He actively chose to kill dude, so yeah. That's fair. No. That's not fair.
Said that Carmelo was the aggressor in the situation. Also, just in general, murder is not the acceptable punishment for a shove, for a push. That's not how that works. 50,000 likes on that bullshit, by the way. 50,000
fucking seriously?
Saw that and we're like, hell yeah. Black kids are the only kids who can't afford to make mistakes without dire consequences. Your Honor, it was a mistake. My client did a little oopsie poopsie. A little fucky wucky oo woo.
I mean, if you know law, wouldn't law technically just kind of be like, wouldn't a good lawyer just kind of be like, hey, yo, so like my client, yeah, he got like fucked up shit. Like, what you mean? Like, yeah, like his shit's fucked up, cuz, like, his brain matter, it ain't right. What? Yeah, it ain't right. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? His brain matter is so fucked up that, like, he had no other way of knowing how to deal with the situation because he just couldn't think of a different way because his brain matter is fucked up. What? Yeah, his brain matter is fucked up. That makes no sense. I know. But, like, his brain matter is fucked up. So, this should change the outcome. Okay, I guess I gotta take that in consideration. Also, the instinct to survive in a situation where you're surrounded by a bunch of hostiles. Okay, I don't see how that plays a point in anything. No, it plays a point in everything because this is law. And if you think about it, everyone would be afraid if they were in a situation where they had a bunch of people against them. So meaning, he was perfectly afraid in the situation. Afraid. Yeah, because he was surrounded by a bunch of people that scared him. Fucking scared him. So he was scared, so he chose to actively run up on someone and kill them. Yes, Your Honor. Because it was a form of self-defense. Trying to survive in an environment where there could have been more possible hostiles or aggressives who could have done more harm to him than what he's done to this young man. He killed somebody. Right, Your Honor. What's more aggressive than killing somebody? I don't know, some back in like whatever time period was proven that this was more aggressive. Um okay, well that seems like a bunch of bullshit, but I guess I have to take that into consideration now. Okay. What's next? Again, I'm not any form of legal expertise or advisor. I'm just a dumbass on the internet making fucking jokes and shit. And also giving very bad opinions.
If you will. Black people are held to a higher standard than every other race. We are expected to be perfect, while others are given grace.
Excuse me, what? What? Huh? That makes no sense. Even for me, that makes no fucking sense.
Excuses and hey, stop. Just a reminder that this is all in context of the Carmelo Anthony situation.
Yes.
So the held to a higher standard, in this case, the higher standard of do not stab people. I'm sorry. Okay.
I thought that was the standard for everyone was not to stab people.
Gets used to judge an entire community. Oops, I fell. And
Okay.
my knife accidentally stabbed your heart.
Austin fell on.
I mean, I think a lawyer could figure out a way to say that. Oh god. Oh man. Is it weird that now I kind of want to like look up like ways they probably could have like a lawyer probably could have like said this shit in order to make it a lighter sentence or not a sentence at all. Like, god damn it. A part of me is just like I kind of wish I went to school to learn law so I could kind of like understand this a bit better. Because the more and more I hear about like cases and shit, and I like look into them and whatnot, I'm just like, damn, if I was a lawyer, I could probably learn so much more shit about this. This shit seems so damn interesting. Because I just want to learn all the little loopholes and all the little like fucking stupid shit you could possibly say to get away with things. Like it's so interesting to me because I know it's just a bunch of he say she say bullshit, but like it's interesting. It really is interesting to figure out like, well, maybe there is a way you could have gotten around with this, or maybe there is a way you could have like made it like this or made it like that, or maybe there is a way that someone could have just like sprinkle a little bit of pixie dust and magically the situation just disappears. Like, oh god, now I'm so maybe I should go back to school and learn law. That would be so cool. No. I don't want to go back to school though. But no, maybe I should go back to school. But like it's so interesting because it's like, okay, there might be ways to like figure that out. I don't know.
To Carmelo's knife, trying to attack him. Because
Okay.
the knife is 3.5 inches. The cut was only 2.
I'm crashing out.
As the knife is Carmelo.
And my knife accidentally stabbed your heart.
Sorry. I went back because I want to see what this dude's talking about real quick because
Austin fell onto Carmelo's knife, trying to.
Austin fell onto Carmelo's knife. How'd that even fucking work? Because I mean, if fucking Austin shoved black dude, okay, so meaning Austin actively pushed black dude away. Black dude probably fell on his fucking back or some shit because I've been shoved before. It's possible to get fucked to fall on your back, or it's possible to just move a couple of inches because you move your legs backwards in order to keep yourself stabilized. So more than likely, Austin didn't fall on that knife. Without a doubt, he did not fall on that knife. If enough people are sitting there saying, yo, he like ran up on this dude and stabbed him. Which then, yeah, black dude ran up on dude, stabbed him. So home dog did not fucking fall on the knife. Well, white home dog over here did not fall on the knife. So it's not, so it's like whatever. I mean, it's not whatever, but it's just like that point is null and void because again, if he fell on the knife, it would be a different story. But if everyone else is saying yo, he actively charged the dude with a knife in hand and stabbed him with like 2 inches of his knife. Okay, that's understandable because I mean, if I'm correct, a knife is measured in length by the tip to the handle of the blade to the handle. So the tip of the blade to the handle, and I'm assuming from that would be like 3 fucking inches, right? Because the tip of the blade would probably be the tip of the blade to just the basic point of where the blade is before it reaches the handle would probably be about 2 inches. And then the third inch would come from the knife, giving you a solid 3 inches of a knife length in order for you, for you to be able to hold the knife, because you would at least need like an inch to hold a knife. So where then you can use the remaining 2 inches that is the actual blade itself to properly, like stab someone or do whatever you need to do with that said knife. It's equivalent of like a butter knife in your own kitchen would be like, I want to say like a butter knife in your own kitchen would at least be like 3 centimeters. Is it centimeters or inches? Yeah, centimeters, like 3 centimeters. Think about a knife would be like 3 centimeters. Oh, hold on. How long is a butter knife? How long is a butter knife? Don't mind me, I don't know how to spell. How long is a butter knife? A butter knife is typically around 6 to 8 inches, or 15 to 20 centimeters. Yeah, 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 yeah. And I'm assuming that's judging from the tip, from from the tip of the blade all the way to the fucking handle of the blade would be about 6 to 8 inches or 15 to 20 centimeters. Imagine being 20 centimeters deep in somebody. It could never be me though.
Because the knife is 3.5 inches. The cut was only 2.
I'm crashing out. I'm crashing the fuck out. Please let the next one be somewhat rational. Y'all
It's not.
gentlemen
It never
are so
is.
fucking dumb. Y'all really thought that he was gonna get away with stabbing that kid to death. I can tell a lot of you were raised by hoes. Finally, a normal, sane person. A strong black father tells you early that you can't get away with the same shit whites do. Oh god damn it, had me in the first half. When do white people get away with stabbing?
Actually, that's a good question. I wonder if there have been any court cases where a white person has got away with stabbing. I mean, without a doubt, there probably has been. I mean, not every crime gets reported. Not every crime gets the same level of attention as some crimes do. Like, and then too, like, there's always different situations going on, so you never know. You never know. Someone just might have been able to get away with something, or just yeah. You don't know. I mean, shit, like random scuffles that happen on the streets sometimes may end up with someone may end up just getting stabbed, and then we'll never fucking know about it. Therefore, that said person got away with it. Like it's a common thing wherever you live. Like no matter where you live, that's going to be a thing that does happen. Is like dude A and dude B could have a scuffle, could be upset at each other, and then one brings out a knife, stabs. Okay, he leaves. Right? Dude with the knife stabs, leaves, and then fucking goes away. And then fucking dude over there who just got stabbed probably doesn't bother calling the police or doesn't bother telling anybody, like, yo, I got stabbed. He probably just goes, okay, well, I got stabbed. Go to the fucking hospital, get bandaged, and I'm gonna go take care of my business. Like, I don't know. 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 I mean, I'm just saying. I think it's totally possible that people have got away with stabbings because not every stabbing be talked about or even have an actual court case. But that's just me though. Like I don't know. I really don't know. Like, it's like in some circumstances, sometimes it may not be the case. You know, some people might just actively do something a little differently. I'm gonna sit here, record all this, and then just look at the audio, listen to the audio again, and go, ah, fuck. The audio is quiet as all out hell, even though I'm speaking loud. At least to me, I'm speaking loud. Sorry. Ah, my nose. Ah, man. Fucking allergies, dog. Fucking allergies.
What is this? Where do these people live? Earth 2! Culture.
Yes.
When you get called for jury duty, do that shit. Make sure you do your part in serving justice. Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Carmelo Anthony. Every black defendant in every court everywhere is Carmelo Anthony. Every black defendant in every court case everywhere
is Carmelo Anthony. Oh, okay. So, we should give every black guy a 35-year trial for their actions. I mean, we should, sorry, not trial, but we should give every black guy a 35-year sentence to prison. That makes sense. Yeah, totally. Not just based off the actions of whatever the fuck happened. Yeah, that makes sense. That totally makes sense.
Is a murder? Are you sure that's what you want to go with? I love how he's basically like, go do jury duty so you can go blindly support any black person regardless of what they did. What the fuck? Like, I don't
that's
support
fucking
every
stupid.
white person. Some of you are dumb. What's wild is
Yeah.
this wasn't even like a cop kills black guy thing where like there might be some debate about like police brutality and over policing and things like that. No. This was just straight up a black kid stabbed a white kid.
White
and they're
kid,
losing their minds because he's going to prison over it.
Wow.
Fascinating.
Wow, how we
had been white, not only
wow, we completely lost the sauce. We completely lost the sauce in that one. Because I mean, we wanted fair due process and trials. That's what civil rights movement was about, if I remember correctly. We wanted equal rights and equal fights. Yeah. Especially the equal fights part. But yeah, the equal rights part, so we get the equal right, because I mean, let's be honest. If this was back in like Jim Crow era or back during slavery, I mean, Carmelo would have just been dead. Honestly, they would have just lynched him, hanged him. They would have just, played hangman on him. They would have picked out a letter, and every time someone got the letter wrong, they would just, I don't know, like, pull on his arm or some shit. God, I'm a fucked up person. I'm a fucked up person for thinking about that. But I'm just saying, like, hey, like, if you really think about it, Hangman could be taken in such a literal way at times, because first you draw the head, then you draw the body, then you draw the legs. Well, then you draw, I don't know, either the arms or the legs. And technically you hang the person if you didn't guess the words correctly. Oh god, that's kind of fucked up. Hold up, wait a minute. That's actually kind of fucked up. Holy shit, has school been training us for this entire time? Have we all been bred for fucking hanging each other? Oh man, fucking love this.
Not been convicted. There have never been charges. The only reason Carmelo Anthony was convicted was because we are a broken, fucking bigoted country, and Carmelo Anthony was black.
Wow, thanks for the input, gay Colonel Sanders.
Gay Colonel Sanders is crazy.
Hicklib bit. Oh, I'm a big tough country cowboy. Y'all better not say them slurs around here. Yeehaw! Wow, just freaking wow. Disgusting. This is not justice. This is trying to make an example. Dear white people, don't let this verdict fool you. You'll still get fucked up playing the Austin games. Don't let this verdict of a guy who stabbed someone fool you. You're still gonna get stabbed. What? Strong suspicion that a lot of pro-Carmelo stuff I see here is some psyop. Bro, This is what I tried to tell myself for like 6 years about the online left. It's all a CIA psyop from the billionaires to make leftism look as unappealing as possible to the working class. Bro. Of course an all-white jury found a black boy guilty for defending himself.
I mean, how do we know that the entire jury's all white? Like, is there a picture of the actual jury? I hope not, because people probably go out of their way to try to hurt the jury and their families for some shit that they had no control over, and they were just judging it based off of their belief of, hey, I mean, we, the jury, decided, yeah, he's guilty. Not because he's black, but because he committed said actions. There was enough eyewitness testimonies. There was enough things there to sit there and say, yeah, he fucking did this shit. Like, I don't know, but now that I think about it, it's like, damn, another portion of my brain is now just like, well, what if all the people on accounts that said something were actually against homie? So meaning, meaning because it's a group of people that all are obviously on this side of the fence and not on that side of the fence, then said that that person on that side of the fence was the aggressor in the situation. So meaning, I love my brain, because my brain just thinks on so many different spectrums of, okay, on this side of the fence, you could totally say that it was a group of people, meaning they could all like try to penalize him and make him look bad, because it'd be easy. There's a group of us and only one of him, so we can prove, because there's more power the more of us there are. So that meaning we can prove that we're correct and that he is wrong. But wait, no. He clearly had to do it. I mean, okay, but can we question, are there like forensic test results? Like, I want to know the forensic test results. Like, I want to know if like his fucking like skin was left on the knife, if they could find any like fingerprints and shit. Like, oh man, I like I wonder if they did a forensics test and things like that in an investigation, like in the investigation. Like, I really want to know if they did that in the investigation. Like, what knife did he use? What fucking, like, there's so much information I want in order to form a real opinion about this. Because for the most part, I'm on the fence about everything, even though I do, like, I understand where she's coming from with everything she's saying, and I do agree with the majority of it. But at the same time, I'm just like, damn, I want to know, like, the forensic test. I want to know all the, like, nitty-gritty details of the case. Like, am I weird? Am I weird for wanting to know every little, like, detail? Because that's just the type of person I am, where I'm just like, I want to know every little detail to the minutest thing. Like, the way how people may have felt, the fucking, like, the way how people's faces were scrunched up or even looked. Like, sorry, there's just so much shit I want to understand.
Pieces of shit. Fuck you, racist white pieces of shit. That sounds extremely racist. Black people can't be racist, stupid hoe. It was not an—
yes we can. I've been racist to my good white friends for years. I mean, years. Damn. I can't call my white man the word, because he ain't here. Goddamn.
all-white jury. There were Asian people, there were Hispanic people, and the black people they did ask to do jury duty in this case turned it down because they admitted they would be too biased. Like, they literally—
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, because even I would admit I'll probably be a bit too biased my damn self, just being like, yeah, as a black person, I want to look out for my own kind, so I'm a step out of this. Personally, I would step out of it. Because again, my dumbass, I almost said autistic. My dumbass wants all the information to be presented. I want like lab results. I want like forensic tests. I want to know, like, I want pictures. I want everything. I want fucking everything. I want to know every little detail, like to the minutest, smallest little speck. Like, I want to know how much dust was in the air at the exact time and moment, and like whatever is I wouldn't know all of it.
Said they would just vote not guilty because Carmelo is black. On one hand,
Yeah.
I appreciate the honesty. On the other hand, what the fuck if they...
Because it's simple tribalism for us. A lot of black people have simple tribalism status. Like it's what we do. We're simple tribalists. You know, we base our race has formed a culture of tribalism. And it's not like we hate people. It's just that a lot of the times we feel like we gotta work together as a tribe because in the past we've seen and heard and we've had family members who have experienced these things and they told us about them and we learned from them about it, so it makes sense that we will want to be tribal and protect our own kind. Because again, it can't, as a black person, it does feel like a lot of shit is against us. I work for a primarily white crew at my job. So like majority of our people are just white dudes. Like, oh, in fact, all of them are white dudes. There's only like 3 of us black guys there. So yeah, you know, it's just like I get it because it's like tribal reasons. It's like, well, if there's a less of us in the situation and more of them, you would want to protect your own kind because, again, we were born to be tribal. We were born to be tribal. We were born to care for each other and to want to be with each other. You know, to want to help out each other. Because at the end of the day, none of us wants to see none of us wants to see a black guy end up in prison or have a bad life after, you know, they spent a couple of years in prison and now they got to work their way up to try to get their feet on the ground and whatnot, because it's a thing that a lot of us black people want to typically try to stay away from. You know, some of us do want to try to keep to those roots of what they, you know, their families may have done before them and all that, but some of us actively want to go a different way and just live our lives. Not even for like racial reasons, but just to live our lives, to enjoy our lives. Yeah, we just like that. At least for me, that's the simple reason of we're tribalists, because at the end of the day, we care for our own kind, even if our own kind does or do or say some stupid shit, we still care for them because they're ours. Like we're related to them in our heads. You know, it's like if I see another black man, I like I won't lie. This is an everyday normal occurrence for me. When I see another black man out where I live now, I sit there and I go like, all right, yeah, like yeah, brother, like fuck yeah, I fuck with that man. I may not know him personally, but I'm like, yeah, you know, I fuck with him. Like shit, black on black, like black to black man, I fuck with you. Like I respect it. I respect your shit. I respect your hustle. I respect what you got going on. So I'm gonna keep it pushing. You know, it's that simple tribalism that we've cultivated over the years, where it's just like we we simply care about being the tribe and making sure we all good and taking care of our own people, compared to like maybe some other people who are just like, well, we take care of everybody. Black people are mostly like, nah, we take care of our own because let's be honest, uh we were slaves in both Africa, um Europe, pretty much anywhere where there could potentially be slaves. Like in all seriousness, like potentially like where there anywhere where there could be possible slaves, possibly used for slaves for fields and shit. Um, Different people, walks of life did become slaves. That's just undeniable. Not everything's just a cut and dry Black America, White America. You know, there's none of that bullshit. Like there's a lot of people that came from a lot of different places that did end up becoming slaves. I believe the most well documented slavery is probably like slavery back in the, was it the 1800s? I'm probably wrong about that. But like, like the initial slave trade from Africa to the United States bringing in slaves. That's probably like the most well-ish documented one. Because the Egyptians had slavery, the Greeks had slavery, the the Athens had slavery. Like every form of almost every decade there has been slavery. Almost every decade. Now around like I'll say the 1900s is when slavery was at a decline because America wasn't the first country to stop it, but America was in that middle point of like, well, we don't really care about slavery too much because, hey, one, it's a job market. I mean, down in the South, slavery was still a much more common thing. Yeah, it was just like, all right, cool, whatever. The South has slaves. Who fucking cares? Like, just whatever. Southerners are gonna keep making their money. Then the Civil War happened, and it was just kind of like, and if I'm correct, I believe it was Lincoln. No, probably wasn't Lincoln, but the Civil War happened, and America was just kind of like, well, North of America was kind of probably just like, yo, so we should get more support, more supplies, and more people. We should probably abolish slavery. Why? But the Southerners still have it. Well, you see, the rest of the world isn't really doing slavery as much anymore, and they've changed their ways about it, or at least their ideals about it. So, if we follow suit, we could probably get more support from other countries. Meaning, we here in the North could get supplies to help us win the war in the South, to try to unify all of America, so that way it's no longer just North versus South. Okay. Yeah, sure. We can abolish slavery up here in the North. Can't promise you that this will end well, but sure. Let's just abolish slavery up there in the North. All right, cool. Abolish the slavery up here in the North. Civil War breaks out. All right. Yeah. So we got the supplies from the French and manpower. So let's fight the South. Okay, cool. We fought the South. We won. You Southerners can't have slavery anymore. What? Why? Um, because we won the war. You have to comply to our demands. Okay, cool, dog. Fine, whatever. I fucking hate it, but fine, whatever. And yeah, Juneteenth, the day slavery ended. Well, it's not the day slavery ended, but it's the day when it's the day we celebrate when slavery was ended. Which Juneteenth, my birthday, which is June 19th. It's kind of crazy to me that my birthday is a holiday for slavery. It's kind of crazy to me as a black man who has a birthday on the day we celebrate the end of slavery. It's an interesting thing, and also the story I just told could 100% be wrong, but it's just from information I remember as a kid back in history class, because I fucking love history class. Oh my god, I loved history class. I wanted to keep learning more about history. Like I wanted to learn like so much about history. Still to this day, I still want to learn so much more about history. Like I want to. I sometimes still like to sit down and just watch like documentaries and stuff, or watch certain movies, and just like see where they may pull some ideas or inspiration from what happened to these people or that group of people to then bring this into this time period. And then I don't know, I'm a weird person. I like learning about shit. I really do.
They say, can you be fair? Don't say, no, I'm not finna put a black man in jail. Don't say that. Don't say, I hate white people and
I mean,
I don't care what
obviously.
he did. Don't do that. That's
Obviously.
what people were doing in this case. Okay. And then everybody's like in an uproar because there's no black people on the jury, when damn near half of the black people who could have been on the jury canceled themselves out.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
that. Y'all be regular.
Overruled.
Just be regular.
Oh, God.
That's right. Get in there and lie to the court so you can free a person because he murdered a white guy. Incredible stuff. Also, I like how they said, just be
Just be regular. Like, the fuck is regular about being a black person? Ain't shit regular. Like, we got hood, we got non-hood, we got the mix between hood and non-hood, which happens to be me because I'm a mix between hood and non-hood. Like, I have a hood side. I just don't use it all the damn time because it's not something I always necessarily get into unless that's like the fucking shit that we do. Like, how do I put this? How do I put this? I only get into it depending on the time and the moment. I can talk like this right now where people are like, so many of my friends have like been like, "Yo, are you white?" I'm like, "No, I'm fucking black." You sound so white. I'm like, well, that's because I'm not always, talking in a typical black way of, "Hey, yo, what's up, fool? Da da da, my nigga. Da da da. Yeah, right, cuz da da da." Sorry, that probably sounded so unauthentic at the time, but like I say, it just depends on the situation, the scenario. Like every black person has a different way of acting. Not acting, but like the way how we act. Like for me, it depends on the scenario and the situation. For um for some people, that's their entire way of life. So they primarily do the whole hood thing. Some black people who I call them fucking suburbians. Yes, black people are incredibly racist in their own race. We understand black people don't like black people. That's just a common thing about us. We don't like black people. You see, niggas hate niggas. Like that's just a common thing with us. Like niggas hate niggas. All right. Like I'm a nigga who sits there and is just like, well, I'm black. I got the hood, but I'm also kind of like the suburbians. So I kind of just I kind of teeter on that edge of, I'm mostly just chill with motherfuckers. I don't give two shits. I couldn't care less about that street shit. That street shit's some bullshit anyway. Because at the end of the day, I still got my own bread and shit. So like, I'm good. I got my roof over my head. But then you got like the niggas that are just like, man, street shit all day. I got out here getting my bread. You know, making sure niggas understand that, yo, I'm tough as shit. I'm the motherfucker around this bitch. And y'all fuck with me, you gonna get your shit rocked. There's a crap ton of people like that. There's a crap ton of us like that. Those are typically the type of people that the news likes to show a lot on camera. Like the news really loves showing those kinds of people on camera because it's just they're like a very loud culture, I would say. They're a very loud culture in the black community. They definitely are. Then you got like I said, the suburbians. I don't really, I kind of forgot what I call them, but I call them suburbians from time to time, where they're your very, I would say, traditionally white black people, where they had a pretty good upbringing, so they're not on that same level of hood. They're not on the level of hood. They're very much just, ah, yes, we talk like everyday normal people because we're not aggressive and haven't lived in the hard times like some other black people may have, or our hard times just aren't the same because we have a different way of life compared to them because we've been given a better or we've created a better opportunity for ourselves. Like there's always been that constant divide between groups in the black community. There's always been a constant divide because again, black people are tribalists. We're all tribalists. Like, we all have our own individual groups that we fuck with and that we don't fuck with. We have our own internal conflicts that we fuck with and that we don't fuck with. And oftentimes that can lead to different disagreements and shit. And can oftentimes also lead into the whole faction, the whole factionary point of, yeah, this, that, and third. And as black people, we still see it as we still gotta be tribalism. Like, There's tribalism of protecting the entirety of the black culture and black people, and there's also tribalism of protecting our individual tribes or our individual places where we belong or fit into. Because again, black people are humans, and white people are humans. Asians are humans. Japanese are humans. Everybody is a fucking human. We all have tribes that we individually want to protect. Our tribes just happen to be part of a subculture that's 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 part of a subculture of another subculture that just happens to be put into this bigger grand idea of what everything should be when it comes to these races, because everyone wants to be included in a particular group in order to feel connected to others, while still keeping their own personal subcultures to themselves, but then realize that because you're part of the aeronautical grouping of a genre of several different subcultures that then combine into one subculture that then feels like it's being negatively impacted towards and against you as an individual. Because a lot of things always end up feeling like, as an individual, I'm being prosecuted for someone else's actions. Yeah, that's really what it comes down to is, as an individual, I'm being prosecuted for someone else's actions, and I don't like that. But because I'm also part of this subculture of being a human being, because everyone's fucking human, but we gotta have subcultures because it's the way how us humans work, very monkey brain. It's just, hey, fuck you, subculture. Hey, fuck you as an individual, fuck you. But I can't say fuck you as an individual because I don't hold any power like that. So I gotta go find another group of people that are like-minded like me to be able to hold power against another subculture, to then have a hopeful fight against another form of subculture that's against my subculture, that then that subculture chooses to fight my subculture, so we have to fight their subculture, and it's this never-ending battle of fighting other subcultures because we're humans and we have to constantly fight. Doesn't matter the race, doesn't matter the gender, doesn't matter the identity, doesn't matter the fucking ethnicity, doesn't matter the fucking ideology. We all gotta fight. We all want to fight. Because it's what we do as humans. It's what we enjoy. Internally, some part of us enjoys it. Internally, some part of us finds this to be some of the most entertaining things we could possibly do. Because again, subcultures are a thing in the grand scheme of one true ideal of humanity. The grand scheme and the grand ideal of everybody is to be a human. And to be a human is the most hardest thing to figure out, because no one know what it truly means to be human. Everyone just knows they either like a thing or they don't like a thing. Everyone knows they either like something or they dislike something. They trust it or they don't trust it. There's no clear-cut answer to what a human is. Again, I should really shut up and stop rambling, because who wants to fucking listen to me ramble when you have a hot white chick on screen?
Regular? Just be regular. Just get on the jury so you can free the murderer, then return to acting irregular. This case is really affecting me,
no sense.
making me want to go to law school and fight for my people. I'm sorry.
Sorry, what? Even I said I want to go to law school, but not to fight for my people. It's just, I want to understand the law so I can figure out, like, ways of how someone could, like, spin it to try to get them out of it, or ways of how, like, the law would actually see this as a prosecutionary way. I'm saying words wrong. I know I am. That's just me being stupid. But, like, I just want to understand the process of how how the laws could be, like, twisted or bended or conformed to a way where someone could potentially get out of it. I'm just really funny like that. Like, I just want to understand things like that. Wait, no. Wait, damn it. Maybe I should have. Fuck it. Whatever. I'm already like 2 hours in. All right, fuck it. I need to get through this video. Fuck, it's only a 35-minute video, but I keep making it longer because I want to ramble.
I'm confused. your people being
What,
murderers?
blacks?
Is
Yeah,
that what it's-
like we all murderers now? Like
Also,
shit.
by some miracle-
Like shit, wait. And we're all fucking murderers. That's crazy, because I haven't murdered anyone. I kind of wanted to say yet. But then I was just like, wait, no. If I say yet, someone on Twitter's gonna be like, oh my god, I knew all black people were fucking murderers. This VTuber Red Bullet 202 wants to murder people because he paused for like 2.5 seconds saying that yet, like he was going to murder somebody. We should be using this in a trial case against black people to prove that they are fucking murderers. Now, excuse me while I'm doing this ramble so I can go jerk off. Because I'm a good person.
miracle you happen to get into law school, you'll be disappointed to find out that intentionally stabbing someone and killing them isn't
a murder.
regardless of what
Yes.
your skin color is. And there were some
Yes,
people
it
coming
is.
at me like, oh, I bet you'll defend Chud the Builder. And like, first of all,
Who?
who the fuck is Chud,
Chud the
This
Builder,
is how
yeah.
I know I'm getting old. They keep
Chug the Builder, charged with attempted murder after shooting inside a courthouse. He should be charged with attempted murder because we don't know who he was potentially trying to murder, but he did shoot inside a courthouse. So clearly he had a target. Doesn't sound like anyone got murdered yet or had been murdered. But yeah, we should clearly give him the charge of attempted murder and do an actual due process of trying to figure out, well, who could he potentially been trying to shoot? Who could he have potentially been trying to harm? What's the problem with him being charged with attempted murder? That makes sense. He attempted to murder someone. We don't know who he attempted to murder, but he attempted to murder someone. Because why else would you pull out a gun in a courthouse and shoot it up? Unless you're doing that shit for the love of the game. Because this is America.
these random fucking streamers in a vat overnight and then like releasing them. Did you hear about PP Boy 57? Like, no, I didn't. I don't know
PP
who
Boy
that is.
57
If
who?
Chud the Builder killed someone, or in this case, attempted to kill someone, then he should
and
face
there should be
consequences.
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, your turn. Should Carmelo Anthony face consequences?
Yes,
No?
because he
That's
fucking
weird.
murdered someone.
Looks like only one of us is the hypocrite here. See, I am not
Clearly.
like you. I have a functioning brain and an IQ of...
I'm sorry, I don't have a functioning brain, nor do I have an IQ. My brain cells are indeed, and in fact, not a real thing that exists. So, yeah, I'm pretty fucking stupid, so... I don't have a fucking brain cell.
Probably maybe over 100. I can look at things on a case-by-case basis and not blindly...
I try to look at things on a case-on-case basis. But my brain leaves out so much information sometimes that I forget to look at things by a case-on-case basis. So I have to remind myself, like, yo, what was the earlier context? Well, the earlier context of this situation was this person was the aggressor. Okay, so if that person was the aggressor, how does this person fit in this scenario? Well, this person fits in this scenario because in this situation, this happened. Okay. So, who's really the accused in this situation? Where, well, this person is the accuser in this situation, but this person committed an action that then made another person retaliate in an action that led to a fatality. Okay, was the person who basically made the other person react in a way that led to the fatality possibly in the wrong? Well, in a sense, yes, because he shoved them, but the response to being shoved was too assertive. Well, not assertive, aggressive in a sense, because the person who responded to being shoved murdered the person who shoved him. Okay, so the person who got shoved then committed then escalated the situation to a larger ordeal. Yes. So, and they murdered him. Yes. That means they should be trialed and put into the prison system in order to reflect on their actions. Yes. Okay, so what's the problem here? There is no problem, sir. This is just we have to do a trial just to do a trial to make sure everything is understood. Okay, yeah, that's cool. But some people are gonna say that, you know, this was clearly wrong and that this was an unfair trial or unfair process or whatever. What? Yeah. Again, I'm sorry if I like keep backing away from my mic and changing the different volume levels that I sound like. Uh yeah, I was originally sitting up, but then I got too lazy because it's been about 2 hours for a 35-minute video. God, I really need to shut up, stop talking.
Like a mindless drone. Let's go see what they're saying over on Blue Sky, shall we?
Oh no.
Fellow white people.
Oh no.
Never mind. I'm done. I'm done again. Bye. Stay out of black people's mentions about Carmelo Anthony. We are the reason not one black juror was seated. We are the reason that an appeal filed on those grounds will surely fail. We are the reason Jim Crow is once again law of the land. Oh my god! What has this country come to when a man can't freely murder another man in cold blood and get away with it?
This is completely a joke, but like, a country where one man can murder another man freely and openly and not have any consequences? Is this Iraq? Oh wait, do Iraq have fucking laws against that? I don't know. I don't know Iraq's laws. But I mean, hey, if you want something like that, I mean, you could move to another country where that could be a fairly open topic. Probably have a lot of other negative things that you wouldn't really like, but I mean, hey, man, if you want that, power to you. I get it. Shit, I get it. Motherfuckers say some shit or do some shit that agitates the fuck out of you, and you're just like, hey, man, fuck that man in particular. I'ma fuck him up. I get it. There are times where some people just commit certain actions where you're just like, fuck it. I'ma fuck him up. Because, god damn it, I want to fuck you up. You did or you said some shit. Now I gotta fuck you up. Because I'm a human. And aggression is sometimes the only answer I got for a situation. Because sometimes fuck the understanding of life.
Literally Jim Crow. Yeah, white people cannot be trusted after this trial with Carmelo Anthony. Honestly, that 35-year sentence coming down on the teenager Carmelo Anthony felt like a proxy for a lynching. Carmelo Anthony defended himself against two white supremacists. Now that black people stand up for themselves, white fragility is taking over. They simply can't handle it. He saved himself from being lynched, and now he has to spend decades in prison. This country. He was being lynched?
What?
Yes. Do these people
what?
live in the Netflix adaptation version of reality or something?
They
What
must.
is going on? Stabby, jail.
Jail. No stabby, no jail.
The only reason Carmelo was convicted is because he was black. If this was a white boy, there would never be charges files. I decree that the people who was involved with this case will begin to reap the unjust decision upon their own head to 1,000 generation. All you bigoted racist people. An all-white jury. Of course Carmelo Anthony would be convicted. Not an all-white jury. Yes, an all-white jury. Stop trying to make excuses for racism. No, not an all-white jury. Who are they trying to convince? Other people or themselves? Anyone defending Carmelo Anthony knows that they're not defending him in good faith. Carmelo is obviously guilty of a murder that he intentionally instigated. Defending murders like this only hurts the black community. We need to hold ourselves accountable and hold ourselves to a higher standard. Oh my god, a normal person.
Okay, yeah, finally. Yeah, a person I understand.
Get out of there. Go, run.
Leave, dude, leave.
The jury in Texas convicted Carmelo Anthony of murder. Proof that the U.S. never ended the practice of lynching. They let the courts do it instead.
But how is this a lynching? He didn't get lynched! He went to jail! He didn't get lynched!
You don't have to support what Carmelo Anthony did to recognize the problem with sentencing a child to spend 35 years in prison based off of the deliberations of an all-white jury.
No. You don't have to support Camilla to recognize the problem with sentencing a child to a sentence of 35 years. I'd say that's a perfectly fine fucking sentencing, and based off deliberations of an all-white jury. Again, was the jury actually all white? I don't think anyone has that information. Does anyone have that information? Was the jury all white? Because I doubt that the jury was all white. Because when I went to jury duty, majority of the people that was in the jury hall weren't even white. It was a mix of different races. Like, we had a couple of Asians, couple of blacks, well, myself included, me, blacks. Fucking, we had a good couple of white people. We had a good couple of fucking anybody and everybody up in that bitch. Like, there was a good chunk of us in that bitch. Honestly, there were several different races in there. It was a really interesting court. It was a really interesting process to see. Would I ever want to fucking do it again? Fuck no. Fucking jury duty is so fucking so god awfully stupid. Like, I'm glad that that's a system we actually have in place. It's a good system. But fuck if it doesn't like hurt you in terms of money though. Like, fuck if it doesn't do some harm or like messes with your plans and messes with what you're trying to do for yourself at the time of the moment, because now you gotta stop what you're doing to go to a case that you may not have anything to really do with. Sorry, I gotta keep letting the video play. Fine.
Said it again, all white jury. It's time to play Horseshoe Theory. Contestant number 1. Here is the tweet. Stop sending your kids to these race schools.
Oh,
what?
Stop sending your kids to these black schools. Definitely a white supremacist.
Oh, I'm sorry. The tweet is stop sending your kids to these white schools. And it came from the account Dapper Domo, who is black. You know what that means? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Into the pit! Stop bringing non-black people into black spaces. Teach your kids to defend themselves by any means possible. Keep your black kids in black spaces as much as possible. Keep your black children
segregating
away
our
from
own
these
kind.
devils.
If we had segregation still, none of this would have happened.
If we had segregation, pretty sure he would be dead right now. 100%, he would be dead. And trying to keep black people just in a black space ain't gonna work out the way you think it is. Like it won't cause more problems, but there'll be different kinds of problems going on. You know, like it just because you think that all black people will work well together doesn't mean we actually will. Because there's several different groups of us that don't always agree. In fact, like, Chicago is probably one of the best places to see that. Like, there's always been the Crips and the Bloods. There's been the fucking Latin Kings, even though they're Hispanics, they're not blacks or whites or any of that. I know. There's always been, like, different ethnicity groups that just don't agree, or groups that are all of the same ethnicity but don't agree on the same things, or have the same underlying values but have different viewpoints on how to go about these values. Yeah, humanity. Such a fickle thing.
Wouldn't have had no interactions with any white boy because we would have been in an all-black school.
We are going to reverse engineer
that
segregation,
doesn't
aren't
work.
we?
Yes, we are.
We don't want those evil white people drinking out of the same water fountain as us, am I right? Honestly, my honest, real opinion about this, my hot take of the video, everybody, here comes. Lukewarm, microwaved, 4-day-old mac and cheese take, here comes. If they want to go make their own, like, all-black schools, all-black towns,
Let them.
they should be allowed to.
Yeah,
Go
let
for
them.
it. Black people want to go create Wakanda? They should be able to. But white people should be allowed to create Agartha. If people want to willingly segregate themselves, they should be allowed to go ahead and do that. Dead ass.
I completely agree with that. Honestly, I completely do. If you want to segregate yourself from other people, perfectly fine. This is America. You have that right to go segregate yourself away from them. That's perfectly fine. Like, if you want to be away from specific groups of people, fine. That's your choice. You may leave. You may do what you want to do, and that's okay. That's okay for you to go segregate yourself from these people. I can get it. Sometimes I get it. There are times where there's people I want to segregate myself from that are of the same race as me, that are of my own friend groups sometimes, because sometimes your friends can really fucking irk the shit out of you, and you just want to leave them the fuck alone. Like I fucking do, because I leave some people alone. Because I realize some motherfuckers I fuck with be on some really wild and dumb shit. Or they say some wild and dumb shit out of their mouth. And it makes me want to go upside their fucking head. But, I choose to just leave them alone and go somewhere else. Because sometimes that's what you gotta do. You gotta take yourself out of a situation and go be by yourself, or go somewhere else where you may feel a little bit more comfortable, may feel a little bit more satisfied with yourself. I'm pausing the video again, aren't I? Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't like myself sometimes. Because I do this all the damn time. Where I'll just pause the video and I'll just start talking about shit. Shit that makes no fucking sense, or shit that's relevant to what someone said, and then I'll respond to it. Not as a means of like, oh no, I'm fading you. No, more as in, well, I want to talk about it because I want to see like what possible conclusions both parties can come up to, and see if we can reach a point of understanding and agreement. Because all I want is to understand people and come up to a point of an agreement of like, okay, well, this is this base value. We agree on this. Why do we differ on this and this? Like, can we form a connection with this to be able to understand things more?
Who cares? Everyone else can live in a desegregated society. They
Yeah,
can both
like,
have their ethnostates. But there's only one side that will not be able to do that. I always wondered though, let's say they do make a white ethnostate. What counts as white? Because 100 years ago, I would not have counted as white. I'm Ellis Island mystery meat. You know.
Damn. Southern Italy, northwestern Italy, central Italy, less Ireland, Scotland, northern Ireland. Damn. Northeast England. Oh shit. Yeah, technically she wouldn't be white. She technically wouldn't be white because she's more European than your average Caucasian, because she only got 5% Caucasian, but mostly Italian. But we would consider her to be white because of her skin, wouldn't we? So wait a minute, are we nonchalantly judging people based off the way how they look? Oh my god, wow, we're all racist. Everybody's a racist. Oh my god, yeah, we're all fucking racist. I'm a racist. You're a racist. We're all fucking racist. We all judge everybody based off their skin tone, because I initially only think of her as a white lady. I even said earlier in the video, the hot white lady. Oh my god, I'm a racist.
Is there like a one drop rule? Do they like whip out the eye chart at the gate and they're like, ah yes, A10.
Ah yes, A10. Clearly a black person or a white person.
You may enter. Is Brittany Venti allowed in the white ethnostate? Honestly, she's like an honorary Aryan at this point. She white mogs me. Anyway, we are getting distracted. Where were we? Yes.
I don't know.
Hell. We were in hell. I'm black. I haven't stabbed anyone in the chest after being asked to leave a tent. I'm not in prison. I'm free. It's not hard to not commit a crime. Listen, I appreciate the sentiment here, but how did we get to a point where this is like a breath of fresh air? Let's check the replies. Hopefully people are agreeing. Where this is like a breath of crime. Listen.
Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on. My only problem with this is it's not that hard to not commit a crime. Again, maybe I'm just a stupid fuckhead, but circumstances be circumstances. In the heat of the moment, you're not thinking, oh, I could just walk away. You're more thinking of, well, fuck you, fuckhead. I'm gonna fucking get you. Again, that's how I see it, because I'll be honest, and I could be in a moment where I'm just like, you know what? You know what? You know what? Fuck you, motherfucker. Since you know what? Since I want to fuck you, but I ain't gonna fuck you in the fun way. I'm straight, by the way. But you know, I ain't trying to fuck you in that sense. I'm gonna fucking whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Because I'm gonna beat your ass to make you understand. All right, motherfucker. We gonna run these fucking hands. Yeah, you know, being human is a very, very agitating thing because sometimes you don't think, oh, I could just walk away. Nah, sometimes you just think, I'm in the heat of the moment and I'm feeling something. I'm feeling emotionally charged right now about something. And it's pissing me off. So I'm gonna be pissed off and I'm gonna go do something. I'm gonna show you what I fucking mean by when I'm gonna do something.
Chest after being asked to leave a tent. I'm not in prison, I'm free. It's not hard to not breath.
Sorry about that.
Let's check the replies.
Sorry, I'm a
Hopefully
fucking
people are
idiot.
agreeing. Shut your hoe ass up. Emmett Till didn't commit a crime either. What happened to him? You're not black. You're not black. You're a boy, you ain't black. You may be black, but you ain't black. Yes, because being black is supporting all black people everywhere regardless of what they have done. All the normal black people are just called like pick-me's. They're called pick-me's for having a brain and not going along with this race grievance bullshit. Every time like they speak out about this, they're just called the C word, you know what I mean? The term for this animal.
Yeah.
Is that a slur? Like, I know what that's like to a degree.
Technically, yes. It is a technical slur because you're degrading a person for by calling them that word because they don't agree with the general opinion of the black community. So yeah, they would be a, you know, like, it's so easy for me to say it. It's so easy for me to say it because I'm so used to saying it. But then I'm just like, oh wait, this video is going on YouTube, so I can't say it because YouTube might flag it. But like, it's so easy for me to say it. I want to say it because it's a cultural thing for me. It's like, oh, a black person that doesn't agree with me? Yeah, they're... yeah, you know, like... I'm so torn up about it because I'm like, I want to say it. I really want to say it. But I know if I say it, it could potentially get hurt. But like, I want to say it. Oh, I want to say it. Because it's an inaugural thing to my race and my culture that we call black people that act a certain type of way, that type of word, when, you know, they, yeah. God damn it. I'm fucking difficult, aren't I?
Granted, it's over me making fun of like women on TikTok, but like, I know what it's like watching people in your community act like fucking morons. I feel you.
Yeah.
My brothers. Oh
my my brother.
Edit that out.
My brother. Sorry. Well, she ain't a brother, but she is a sister. She's a sister in my opinion. Not as a black man, but as a fellow human being, she is a sister.
Want an uncensored, uncucked version of this video and all the videos a day early? Sign up to be a member on my Patreon. Link down below.
Makes sense,
all
makes
Patreon
sense.
members get the uncensored, uncucked version. You can hear me say fucking shit and anyway, let's get back to the video. Oh my god.
This is a racist ass country.
What the fuck? Are you guys wearing, okay.
We're in a racist ass state. This is a racist ass court. There ain't nothing else to talk about.
First of all, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I was staring at her titties the whole time. Those are
you too?
Giant titties. Just left the courthouse and any white person can get it for real. I don't give a fuck it. Dig Austin Metcalf up and stab his ass again. Apparently, a bunch of people on TikTok are doing the
black people with hate speech is such a wild thing to me.
Austin Metcalf's murder while
We used to
the stabbing.
not like hate speech, but now we're okay with hot speech.
They were also making AI photos of themselves pissing on Austin's grave. You know, I was always
fucking
told
serious?
not to judge people by the color of their skin.
Are you
but
fucking
by the content
serious?
of their character. And boy, am I judging these people by the content of their character. What the f*** these people are freaks. Martin Luther King Jr. would be rolling in his grave looking at all this.
Oh, he is. Most definitely is. Because I am. I'm definitely rolling in my. I know I'd definitely be rolling in my grave right now because it would just be like, what the fuck? What the fuck? No one died for this shit. Why are we acting like this? No one died for this shit. We just wanted equal rights. We just wanted to be treated the same as everybody else. But now we're like segregating ourselves and trying to make ourselves feel different from the people we just wanted to be treated equally to. So did we initially want it to be equal or do we want to be separate? I don't get it.
Carmelo Anthony, a black teenager, has been sentenced to 35 years in prison after being convicted by a jury with
Oh shit,
no
this video is
black
actually
jurors.
like 2 hours long. Holy fuck.
Again, no
Okay.
black jurors. Who is this moron? Who is this idiot? Oh! Martin Luther King Jr.'s daughter.
Wait, hold on. His own daughter is even lost in the sauce? No.
Awesome. I'm done. It's been a good 12 years, but I'm done. Channel's done. Video's over. This officially broke me. I'm done. Go watch Moist Critical. Go watch Asmongold. I'm done.
No, that's fair. I get it.
Free Carmelo. Straight up. I don't give a fuck about
Free a person who murdered someone? No.
that cracker. We smoking on that Austin Pat. I don't care anymore.
Ah, shit, wait a minute. As soon as I post this video, that means I'm gonna have other black people against me.
Good.
Oh, fuck! Yes! I'm gonna piss off my own race that doesn't even sometimes like to fucking claim me. You know what? Fuck it. I'm here for it.
Y'all gotta give it up.
Like, I don't care anymore because it ain't no good in that shit. It ain't nothing good that's in this shit. But they try to lay the law down up that shit. Y'all gotta give it up. Y'all gotta give it up.
Nigga, what?
Beautifully said. Thank you, sir.
There isn't a black American on earth that is surprised by what just happened to Carmelo Anthony. Not one.
Yeah, of course I'm not surprised that he got evicted because, you know, he committed a murder. It's a fucking murder.
One black face in that jury box, not one peer, not one person who has ever navigated this country in melanated skin. And if you think that doesn't matter, then you haven't been paying attention to the last 400 years of American history because you don't want to. This is not new. This is the system working exactly as it was designed.
First of all, the Black Panther LARP is cringe. It's gotta go. This isn't the 1960s. You aren't protesting segregation. You're making a fucking TikTok video, okay? Second of all, this is the system working exactly how it was designed. Yeah, I'd hope. When you kill someone, you go to jail.
You go to jail, yeah. I hope that's how that works.
It was actually a refreshing change that the system was working for once. I'm tired of waking up to headlines like, man who raped corpse on subway gets 5 years in jail. Like, I'm not kidding, that was like a...
So, he only gets 5 years in jail for raping a corpse? That's a desecration of a body. Shouldn't that be, like, a longer sentence? Because, like, not to say some, like, disgusting ass shit, but, so if, hypothetically, someone just was like, oh, damn, this is really hot chick, she just died. I could go rape her and only have, like, 5 years of jail time. Cool. Excuse me, what? Like, huh? I mean, what? Only 5 years for raping a corpse? That's... okay. If it was a normal rape case, would they still only receive the 5 years, or would they receive a longer year life sentencing? Interesting. Don't know.
The real headline I saw the other day.
I'ma say it since nobody else can say it. Austin. Glad your ass dead. Austin, fuck his family, and I hope they get this message to have a up day in here, Austin. I hope you over there burning up, bitch.
I'm so proud of y'all for killing that white boy. See, they not used to this happening to them, y'all. My only problem is it should happen more. Can we please?
Why are we celebrating someone dying? I don't get it. Why do we celebrate people dying? I don't understand why we celebrate people dying. I personally don't like it. Personally, I just Personally, I don't want anyone to die of any non-natural causes. Like if you die from a heart attack, you know that's a natural cause. If you die from like an incident where you're just working or like something that you're just doing that may cause your body to naturally just cease function, okay, sure, yeah, like that's like a natural way of dying. Like you die in a natural way of like your body ceases to function in a way, but like someone actively going out of the way and killing you, even if it is a by accident, because sometimes you can just accidentally kill a person. I'm not going to say that it's not a possibility. Like that totally could be a possibility where it's like, you do a joke or you make a prank or like the circumstances be what they be, and you know a murder could occur where you don't have the intent to kill someone. That's totally a possibility though. But it's still murder at the end of the day, so you should still do the punishment for the crime. It's just that it's like, okay, cool, you murdered the person, but you shouldn't. Uh, you shouldn't celebrate someone murdering someone else. You shouldn't celebrate someone dying or someone killing someone else. That's just not ethical to me. The goal should never be for anyone to die. The goal should always be, okay, it's a confrontation. Maybe you get into a fist fight. Cool, whatever. You got into a fist fight. You air quote proved your point. Even though that person is still not going to change your ways of thinking, but you air quote proved your point.
Day we just white people up. Matter of fact, I wish I knew what a little white boy grave was so I can go spit on that bitch.
How the are any of these videos still up? There were so many.
No
of
fucking
these
idea.
Are these people like CIA psyops?
They gotta be.
Again. No. This got so bad that people were actually going out and assaulting white people to get revenge. Obviously, I can't show these videos, but there were multiple incidences of this. These people live in a delusional alternate reality, and they're becoming radicalized to take revenge for shit that isn't even happening. But like every other week, I have to read another stupid New York Times article about how like 20-year-old white boys are being radicalized into the alt-right because they watch Jordan Peterson or some shit. Like you. And like people have been so brainwashed to believe that they're racist because they post like edgy memes. No, you're not racist with your 4chan memes. These people are racists. You're like a level 1, maybe level 2 racist. These are like level 9 racists. You have no idea what racism is. I've seen your friend groups. Racist friend groups do not care what race you are as long as you are also racist. These people are significantly more racist than you will ever be. Hell, even the KKK, level 10 racists, wore hoods to conceal their identity. These people are out here posting this full government name and face.
I got 5 boys. I don't know what. I ain't got nothing to tell them no more.
I deadass got to look at my sweet innocent son one day and explain to him that people hate us simply because we were born black. What am I supposed to tell my son? I don't fucking know. Not to kill people? Like,
I mean, best thing you could do is just to sit there and be like, hey son, look, it's frowned upon to kill people. It's frowned upon to harm another human being. Circumstances can be what circumstances can be. No matter what, I'll always love you. It's just gonna happen. You can't control it. You can't control the hate. Can't control the love. You can't control anything. Like, shit may happen. You may just be emotionally charged one day and feel like this is an action you're gonna have to take. And hey, you know what? It happens. We're human beings. We're not perfect. Fuck if I'm perfect, dog. I sure as hell ain't perfect. Like, I'm surprised I even managed to raise you. Shit. I sure as hell couldn't raise my damn self, but I managed to raise you. Proud of you. No matter what. Always do the right thing. Believe in yourself no matter what. Don't believe in anybody else but yourself. Well, okay, you believe in other people, but believe in yourself most of all. And fight for whatever you believe is always right. Unless you're just being blatantly wrong and stupid. Just fight for what you believe is right. and whatever you do, don't try to cause other people harm. Try to see the other person's opinions and thoughts. That's all you gotta do. Just try to see the other person's opinions and thoughts. Again, I don't know if this makes me a lefty or a righty though. I think most people just say that I'm a lefty or that I'm a righty. I don't know. I'm always just like I see myself in the like midpoint where I'm neither pro righty nor am I pro lefty. I'm like I could teeter between the two groups because I see the values in one group, I see the values in the other group. I could take something that I like from one group, take something I see from another group. I kind of add on to it, and then just build upon what they got established, and try to work within a system that like it's fair and equal judgment for all. I don't know. Again, I'm just an idiot, so fuck what I know.
Yeah, okay, sorry. I don't know what it's like to be black, okay? I don't know. Maybe it's a completely different experience that I will never understand. But in this case, nobody is hating Carmelo because he is black. They are hating Carmelo because he killed someone. I basically said this on Twitter, and some liberal account was like, remember when Shoe was a leftist? Ah, yes, the famous leftist policy.
Wait, Shoe was leftist? When? When? I don't know. I mean, to me, Shoe always seemed like a pretty good neutral standpoint. Like, maybe she wasn't always completely neutral, but like, I don't know, I shared some of the same ideals as her. Of some things, of just like, of a good chunk of things where it's just like, yeah, that's honestly fair to say, yeah, like, I can agree with that. I don't see how she's a leftist or a rightist. She just gives the facts as it is, just says what it is, and then goes about her day.
Being pro-murder. I remember back when Shoe0nHead was pro-murder. Silly me! How could I fall so far? Leftism isn't about wealth inequality or workers' rights. No, it's about letting black people stab white people. Clearly. To be completely honest, I have seen what being a good leftist is to you people, and with all due respect, you fucking no thank you.
We also know now that yes, Carmelo Anthony may have had a tool in his backpack that no, he shouldn't have brought it to a track meet, but it was there. It had a 3.5-inch blade, but also in that backpack, he had snacks. He had school puzzles, and he had a cross.
Your Honor, yes, the defendant may have had a knife, but he also had Cool Ranch Doritos. I rest my case.
He also had a cross, Your Honor. Your Honor, he also had a cross, meaning he was a good Christian boy.
That woman is a real lawyer. There were thousands and thousands of videos and tweets just like this. You probably get the point. These weren't just like cherry picked. They were everywhere. But it wasn't just Twitter nobodies and blue sky nobodies. There was also sitting Congress people saying this insane shit.
Black women live in fear and agony every single day. A fear and agony that I promise you, the Metcalfs probably never spent it.
I'll say this: my mother my mother has told me several times over that she does fear for me a lot because I'm a black guy. I can say like, yeah, that shit's a real thing. Black women do, like black mothers who really care for their children do sit in that type of fear. Because it has been proven that there has been times where things have been against a black man when depending on the scenario or the situation. Even I myself, as a black man, do just sit down and sometimes go, I'm not too sure about a situation. Or if I like walk up in somewhere, you know, I could think it'd be one thing, but it could totally be another thing. Like that is an actual fear I do have as a black person. I can say that. It's like, sometimes you do have that like internal fear of, I'm not the same as these people. You know, it's not like sometimes it's a racial thing. Sometimes it's not just to be a racial thing. Like even when I'm in like a scenario with other black people, sometimes I sit there and have the same idea of like, I don't really know about these people because, you know, it's the fear of not knowing who you're around and they may potentially try to do you harm. And you know, I think that plays a lot into like black mothers, not just the race thing, but just generally, you know, you're my son. I fear for your life every day because things can just happen, and things may be a bit more severe for you depending on the context of what's going on. Yeah, I feel like that's a very real thing. That is definitely a very real thing where black mothers do fear a lot because there just been times where things have happened and there's nothing they can really do about it because it's out of their control. You know, at a certain point, us us as children go off and do our own things and form our own opinions and build our own structures of life. And if it varies or differs from someone else, then it's it's a very high potential that it can lead to a fatal accident or sometimes something else that leads into a worse. Well, nothing's worse than a fatal accident, but it can lead to other things that could end up potentially harming us in the long term. Yeah, not. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna continue the video now and try to get through it. Fuck, I'm sorry.
Yes, someone's teenage son was murdered, but please keep in mind the real victims here: black women.
I don't know what he had. It was like it seemed like it was a multi-tool, almost like a Swiss Army.
Like with like with the little scissors and everything and whatever. So it was small.
Your Honor, the knife my client used to kill the man was small. What? By the way, I've not seen a single Democratic politician come out and disavow this idiot. So until then, I'm just going to assume they all agree. What's funny is they can't come out and disavow it because they'll all be attacked and called racist, and they know it. This was a viral Substack written by a university professor. Are you ready for this? Dear Jeff Metcalf, your son is dead because you failed to teach him that black boys have boundaries. Yesterday evening, Jeff Metcalf, the father of Austin Metcalf, used his victim impact statement to address Carmelo Anthony directly after he was sentenced to 35 years after the court treated his act of survival as murder. The elder Metcalf reportedly described Austin as a boy, twin, son, leader, true warrior. He remembered him as a baby grabbing his finger. He talked about teaching him to fish, watching him take his first buck, and seeing him grow up too fast. He spoke of a scholarship created in Austin's memory and said his family has been robbed. And right there, his own words, Jeff Metcalf told on himself. In your own memorial language, you told us about the kind of white boyhood Austin was raised inside. It was a boyhood steeped in conquest language, hunting rituals, warrior fantasies, masculine toughness, and the romance of force. You told us about a child praised for not just being kind, curious, gentle, or careful, but for becoming a leader and a warrior in a racist culture where those words too often mean dominance. This psycho saw a grieving father describe his son as a leader and a warrior and freak the fuck out because his son is white and therefore that's like white supremacy or some shit. In their world, white people are like only allowed to hate themselves, right? That's why libs are often the way that they are, just like absolute cucks, just like rolling over and showing their bellies. Haha, white people can't dance. Haha, white people like.
Sorry, I was shaking my head when
because being anything other than
I was shaking my head when
like
she was finished reading that.
This is a professor in a college teaching students right now, and you wonder why people are the way that they are. I swear we had it made in the 90s. I swear that was like peak normalcy. Do you feel that way? Maybe I'm just like a stupid millennial like nostalgia because I was
I don't know, I feel like the 90s was like the era of I'll say it. The 90s to the early 2000s was like peak era for me at least because I'm 23,000 and for me it was peak era because I was just born around then, and I was just like, oh yeah, shit, life is good. Like, life is good, man. Like, growing up, got to sit down in front of TV on Saturday night, on Saturday, to watch fucking cartoons and shit, Saturday morning cartoons, crying about fucking Blade or Bakugan ending and whatnot, and then you just, you go off to like Nickelodeon, swap to the other channel, fucking watch some other shit, and then watch some other shit because, that was life back then. You were just a kid. You got sat down, watch some TV, not give two shits about anything else, and you're just fucking chilled and whatnot. Watch some Thomas the Tank Engine, and just got to be a nerd. Like, you got to be a nerd without knowing that you're a nerd because back then you didn't have to worry about stereotypes or the wordings of what you are. You just did it because you enjoyed it. man, being a kid's great because you didn't have to think about any of this shit. You just had to sit there and enjoy your life. You just got to sit there and have a smile on your face when you had a smile on your face. Had a frown on your face when you had a frown on your face because you felt bad or you felt like, you felt sad about something or something. Like it. I want to go back to being a kid sometimes. Sometimes I really do. Because generally, life was easier. It was a lot more funner, and you just got to smile. Of course, my childhood is vastly different to other people's childhoods. Some people have abusive childhoods. Some people have like the great childhoods. There's different many walks of life, and for me at least, I wouldn't mind going back to being a kid and just sitting down and watching TV shows and watching TV and just being like, man, it's so cool that those characters can talk. I don't know how they do it. I don't know where they got their voices from, but I want to do that one day. Like I want to learn what's going on TV. And I asked my uncle at the time, like, hey, where are these voices coming from? They were like, he was like, they're coming from the TV, and behind the characters, there's people who's speaking about shit about the characters, speaking for the characters, and their characters' lips flap smooth, so that way the voice could come out. And when I was a kid, I thought that was the coolest thing ever. At the time, I didn't know it was voice acting because it's not something I knew that was a thing. And I've always wanted to do it, but again, I just didn't know that was a thing. And then, you grow up several years later, become a teenager, kind of, you know what anime is, like you know what it is, but you didn't know it was anime because in your mind it was always cartoons, but it was actually anime. So you watch anime, then you go, shit, voice acting's a job. I want to go do that, but then you realize you're fucking 20,000 or so or more or less, and you just look at the job market now and you just go, fuck, I may not have that opportunity to really get into it like I want to, or I have the opportunity, but it's quite a difficult thing to do because it is a very competitive scene and you gotta really put in the work for it. But it's not a guaranteed overnight success. There's a lot of things that play into a lot of different things. Sorry, I didn't mean to start rambling about my life. Let's continue with the video.
I don't know. I kind of feel like race relations were better back then because it was all like, oh, we don't see color, and then they flipped it and they were like, actually, if you don't see color, you're racist. You have to acknowledge your white privilege and you're a colonizer. Like, what the I feel like my worldview's just been shattered. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean we can't just all be in a circle and sing Kumbaya? What is this? Like, I was always taught from my parents, from my teachers, like, we shouldn't judge people on their skin color, blah, 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 blah. And like, were these people just not taught that? Were they not taught that? I feel like they were just taught from a young age, like, white people bad, like, it was just hammered into their fucking heads. And like, honestly, like, white people get told that in like university. Like, they go to college and they get told, white people bad, white people bad. It's really upsetting that a family had to bury their child, and it's all being overshadowed by insane people trying to make it about race. In a normal world, it wouldn't be about race, but we don't live in a normal world. I would like to believe a majority of people don't believe in some, like, Civil War, race war thing and still believe in the Kumbaya bullshit. Like, I just want to be like, okay, this is just a minority of crazy people on the internet. At least that's what I tell myself. So that was that video. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of my brain breaking. If you like this video, please subscribe. And if you can, donate to my Patreon, link down below. We have started doing Patreon only live streams. The last one was a lot of fun, so I would love to see you there at the next one. And I will see you guys soon with a new video. Bye!
Well, that was... He was white. He deserved it. Also, a great video. Really enjoyed it. In the beginning, I didn't have a lot of information go off. I had some clear bias, but the more and more information I kept getting, the more and more I changed my opinion. The more it changed the way I saw things, definitely. Definitely feel like I added a lot of unnecessary things, but hey, that's just me. But yeah, I really enjoyed this video. I hope we get another video soon. Can't wait to watch some more. Until next time, thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you had an interesting time with me. Wait, not like that. Wait, no, wait.